It's time to review our answers to our TDQ question. Remember that the question was to choose two key details that support the main idea of pages 24 to 25 and then explain how they support the main idea. Now, when we do our TDQ, we will be using our thinking steps. We've already done step 1, which is to find the main idea. Take a look down here. We had our main idea was that Dr. Roper had many questions about giant squid. That means that we can easily move to step 2. And in step 2, we need to find important details that teach us about the main idea. In your answer choices, you had details from pages 24 and details from 25. However, some of those details were not very important to our main idea. Remember that the main idea was that Dr. Roper had many questions about the squid. One detail that does teach us about the main idea is that Dr. Roper wanted to know how giant squid see in the dark. We see it right here. It tells us how far can giant squid see. Clyde wanted to answer these questions and many more. It lets us know that he really wanted to answer the question of how far a squid can see. Now, another key detail that teaches us about the main idea is that the ocean is permanently dark where giant squid live. We see that in page 25 when it asks us, how do deep sea creatures see in the dark? And then it tells us here that the ocean is in permanent darkness. Remember that one of the other questions from this key detail was how far giant squid can see. So both of these details are tied together to our main idea. Now, if you remember back to our TDQ, the second part asked us to explain how they teach us about the main idea, which leads us right into step 3 of our thinking steps. Step 3 asks us, how do the details help you understand the main idea? Remember that when you ask yourself how they help you understand the main idea, you need to ask if these details are examples or stories, explanations, or facts. These two details from pages 24 and 25 are examples. They are examples of questions that Dr. Roper had about a giant squid. The main idea was that Dr. Roper had questions about the squid, and the details show us examples of questions he was asking.